Facebook user, but I'm very impressed by a lot of stuff they did. They did a bunch of stuff that we want to do, and it's been on our roadmap, so that's great.
Well, is that something you would want to kind of go more towards? Because the next question was from El Gons, which is Spanish for the Gons. And do you see Twitter becoming a platform like Facebook?
Well, it depends on the definition of a platform,
yeah.
But and we have hundreds, possibly even thousands of developers who build on Twitter today. So by some people's definition, that would be a platform. We have companies that are getting funded that are based on Twitter. StockTwits raise money and entirely focus on Twitter. There's several other companies that are both building products exclusively for Twitter and building actual businesses doing that. So a lot of that's been really just organic, and we haven't done a lot to, other than putting the API out there very early and answering people's questions, we haven't done a lot to support that as much as we'd like to, but that's one of our initiatives internally to help both developers and users take advantage of the ecosystem.
I was wondering, with so many people building off the API, especially building businesses around that, what have you done about the rate limit and the calling to the API so much and that kind of getting blocked after a little while?
It's something we're continually trying to increase, and it's been tricky because when you don't have control over the interfaces, then just computers making enormous amounts of requests, and if it was unlimited, there's no way we could survive.
Right.
So we're trying to get more intelligent about that, but and we're trying to increase capacity overall. There has to be some sort of rate limit, or else just runaway scripts can take our server down. But it's something we've increased a couple times and plan to increase more and maybe get more sophisticated about.
Would it be something that maybe you could work specifically with a specific company and then kind of let them have free range for the rate limit while limiting it to other people? I don't know, I'm totally...
We have done that actually. We've had a whitelist, and now there's not technically a whitelist, there's just different levels. What we did have was you're either limited like this much, or you get whatever you want. And we're pretty liberal about putting people on the whitelist, but then some of those cause problems, so we had to get a little bit more sophisticated. And our API team is still just 2 developers now. There's one guy supporting them and trying to answer questions. So it's a big project to support these thousands of other developers, and they're working really hard at it.
So the next one is from usernames are so impossible to say. Tiglar Langer.
Of course.
Any future support for images or video, etc.? I've seen some kind of mashups of that in the past, but never anything officially sanctioned.
Yeah, I think we should support images or video better than we do today. It doesn't necessarily mean we want to host them. We might, if we think that's the best thing for users. There's so many places to host your images and video, though. I don't know if people want a different one or just a better integration.
Like viewing in line? Maybe
viewing in line. TwitPic has gotten really popular. It seems to be the leader right now, but I think there's other companies that offer similar functionality. Obviously, I don't necessarily want to get into competition with YouTube and say, put your videos on Twitter instead. But Twitter is really just it's like lubricant for web content, and so if we can make it more efficient, make it faster to view things, I would like that as a user, so we'll think about that.